Agreed. Amendment 31 in the name of the independent senators. Senator van Turnhout.
Absolutely. I would like to speak to this amendment and move Amendment 31. In fact, since we last spoke on this issue, the representation within our independent group has gone up by 10%. But obviously this is a very unique fact about women's representation in Irish politics. Because as we are all very aware, out of the total of 1,620 Seanad seats filled between 1922 and 2009, less than 10% have been filled by women. Since the first Dáil in 1919, just 91 women have been members of the Oireachtas. Consequently, Dáil Éireann has never had less than 85% women. In the last general election, a mere 86 of the 566 candidates were women, and despite the number of female TDs rising slightly since 1997, the overall percentage of women standing at general elections has been decreasing. In fact, the National Women's Council of Ireland have estimated that at the current rate, it will take 370 years before gender parity in political representation is achieved. So we do very much welcome the bill, but as a group we feel, why can't we go further? Because it's clear, women are not disinterested in politics, and I know that from my own work in civil society groups, that there are passionate, committed women working tirelessly throughout this country. Indeed, women play a significant role in each of the political parties. It was interesting to look at the membership of the parties, where, for example, Fine Gael have 42% female membership, Labour have 37%, Fianna Fáil 34%, and Sinn Féin 24% in their membership. So I do welcome the attempts being made by the bill, but I can't help but wonder, why are we delaying the introduction of the 40% quota? Because if we wait for the natural electoral cycles, and as the government may wish that we would go to full terms of governments, it could be over 10 years before we get to 40%. So 30%, let's be clear, is a bare minimum recommended, and it does nothing but delay the inevitable. So we're putting forward the amendment because it will take over a decade to reach the 40% figure, which has been recommended by the Council of Europe Committee of Ministers as the minimum level of gender parity one should expect in the political sphere. As I've said before in our second stage debate, I'm no cheerleader for quotas. More than anything, I look for today when they're no longer necessary. But deferring the introduction of the 40% level of gender parity until a decade from now will do nothing more than place another barrier in the way of achieving a truly representative democracy.